Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of What's Happening Now. As always, remember to like, share, and comment on this broadcast live, as there could be some information here that may not just be useful to yourself, but maybe to others as well who is watching it. If you didn't have a chance to see the live that we did for Juneteenth at the Robert Bob Harris Senior Center, you missed an exquisite event. By all means, you still can watch it. You go to our YouTube channel, to our Facebook channel, and you can see the live broadcast. It was really excellent. Commissioner Edwards, Doc Watkins, and Dr. Sims and Dr. Richardson, they all were there in attendance. They gave a great performance. It was a great intro performance, something I was really, really proud to be a part of. Coming up, we got our Lunch and Learn. It's going to be happening this Saturday on the 24th. We'll be down in the Butler Terrace, right there off of Clinton Road. So if you're not doing anything, come on down to the Lunch and Learn. We're going to be feeding and educating there in the community. And also, don't forget, coming next month, we have our big braid-a-thon that's going to be happening on July 30th. July 30th. For all those braiders who want to support and help, and if you think you can braid, by all means, please reach out to myself, or you can reach out to Hair Queen, who will be sponsoring this event. Just go ahead and DM them and let them know that you want to be part of this extravagant event that we are going to be having. Tonight's show, our Rocket Round questions are being brought to you by TNR Web Solutions, where they handle all your web solutions and needs that you may have when it comes to having a website. So tonight, we have here in the studio with us Miss Susie Jackson from Rocket City Black Pages. Miss Susie, welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Outstanding. So talk to us a little bit about this. What is this exactly?
Rocket City Black Pages is a new website directory of small businesses, corporations, community organizations, great nonprofits like CNI. I'm so happy that you are already in there. It's a place where you can find resources, information, you can find training, and it's going to be fun.
Okay.
Wanted to develop something based on a couple of other programs that I've seen in some other cities that bring things together in one place for the African American community. Oftentimes we feel like, I want to do something, but I don't know where to start. Or is there even that information or that opportunity available? Oftentimes it's right under our nose, right around the corner, probably on Putnam. But you need to know about that. This is a place where everybody can go and get that great information.
That is awesome, because I remember growing up, and I know a lot of our audience members remember growing up. We used to have what was called those yellow pages, right?
Yes.
That big thick book that you had to thumb through to find a listing of somebody who was in there. So now everything's gone digitalized. So being on this website, it's going to be more than just having your name, though, right? It's almost like you can have, if someone doesn't have a website, they can actually almost use it for their website. Put certain information in it. I mean, it won't be like their own website, but it'll have a lot more than just a name and a number in there. They'll be able to do more. Can you expound on that?
Charles, you're exactly right. It is an opportunity for small businesses to have more presence on the World Wide Web. Even if you have a website, you still need to be in other places.
Okay.
And for new companies, startups, solopreneurs, and even youthpreneurs that are just starting out, this is a great way to get a web presence. You will have a web page that's all yours. You'll be in the listing, but when somebody clicks on that listing, it opens up to your page. Nobody else is on it, but you're a great company.
Oh, man, that is awesome. Hey, for all those watching, for all those young entrepreneurs out there who are getting started, this is a great way to be able to put yourself out there on the web if you had not already gotten your own website yet. I mean, it's giving you just a little bit, but it's going to help you. It's going to help you. So by all means, please sign up. So how did you get started in doing something like this? What made you think of this?
I had the great pleasure of working with Black Pages South, which does Black Expos in the Carolinas. And they also did one in my hometown of Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
And the company that I had been working with, we were able to work with that person to bring it back to Jacksonville for the expo. The gentleman also did a Black Pages that was just like the Yellow Pages. It was hardbound, paper-based, did it for some years. And then because of the cost, didn't do it any longer. I still thought that was just one of the great opportunities to bring the community together. There are still those of us who like tangible things.
Right.
I recognize we needed to move that into the internet, into digital space. And that's where I came up with the idea for Rocket City Black Pages. I'm connected here through my son who moved here after he got out of the Air Force
Okay.
to work with one of the defense contractors. And I'd fly in to play with my grandchildren and fly back out. With the pandemic, I wasn't getting on a plane. I drove.
Right.
I fell in love with this area.
Okay.
And so that's where the connection and working on the Florida Black Expo. So my son said, anything like this in your area? He's like, there are a number of things that happen, but nothing like that. And I was like, that'll give me an excuse to be in and out of Huntsville.
Okay. So you did this down in Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm sure it was a huge success down there. I visited Jacksonville many times. I got some good friends and family that live down in Jacksonville. Now in Huntsville, you're beginning to develop this now. Can you give me an idea, when did you start it here in Huntsville? And can you give me some numbers of how many people have actually signed up right now?
Certainly. We did a soft launch or soft introduction at the Huntsville Women's Expo. That was April 1st.
Okay.
Tiffany Draper and her team did a tremendous job. We were able to have conversations with about 80 people, about 60 companies, and everyone was excited. We wanted to see how would the community react to that.
Right.
And people were just so supportive. They say, yes, we want this. We did our soft launch online on May 1st, and we're using these 3 months, May, June, July, to open it up and onboard businesses. So far, we are at about 12 companies that have submitted information and have completed their pages. We probably got another 20 that need to do a little bit more work and that we're going to work with because it's going to be very, very important that the listings be complete. If they don't have a graphic, we can't put that out there because it's going to lower the SEO and make it harder for people to find you on the web. So we're going to be very, very intentional about making sure people are represented at the best possible light so that they can attract customers.
Outstanding. You know, folks, I'm really excited about this. I'm going to put our producer on the spot for a minute because she's going to be like, oh, no, Charles, please don't do that. But I'm going to ask her if she can go ahead and see if she can pull up the website. And once she gets it up, she'll let me know. And then we can see if we can share it with you guys so we can have an idea of what this looks like and what it's going to look like. All right. So while she's working on that, is there any thoughts of moving this to other cities or other states?
Yes, there is. Actually, because this is the first online version that I've seen for this particular type. There are many other out there in other places. We wanted to make sure that we use Rocket City basically as a testing ground.
Right.
To work all the kinks out of it, because we think if we can get a really good process, we can make it easier for other communities, other cities, even small cities that have African-American populations that need something like that to bring the community together so that we can have a packaged product that we can give to them, make it easier. I can tell you, I'm not a techie person. I have been learning new skills, and we're putting together packages so just to make it turnkey, easy to use so that we can spread this as far as it'll go.
So, for the viewers out there who's watching this and who's looking at this, if you didn't have a chance to see our title, one of the things it says in our title, it says free to infinity listing. Yes. What does that mean? Because when I hear free, it's me. I'm all about it. You know what I mean? If it's free, it's me. So explain that to our viewers, what that means to them, for those who have a small business who want to be part of this.
Yes, we recognize that, again, everybody's got a budget.
Right.
And to make this really work, we need to make sure we had as many companies in it as possible. Because if someone in the community is looking for a plumber and they go to our website and there's only one, they probably won't come back unless there are a lot of things for them to see, for them to do, for them to connect with. So I have a couple different levels of membership. Okay. And at each level, there is a free to infinity. And that's exactly what it means. For as long as this exists, you can get that free membership. If you want additional services, and we will have lots of different things that you can get, those will be at the paid levels. But I wanted to make it there's no reason why you can't put your business on our website, on our directory, because the community needs to see you. We made it free to infinity. Everybody loves free 99. I know I do. We wanted to make it open for everybody.
Oh man! Oh no! Let's check in with our producer. Or are we ready to share? Can we get it up there yet, ma'am? Are we still working on that? All right, she's still working on that, so we're gonna let her do her thing because she knows she got those magic Twitter fingers. So we're gonna let her go ahead and do that. But so I know I went to the website and I signed C9 Solutions up.
Yes.
And I loved how it was looking. I loved how you're able to have a mini website on your website, especially for those who don't have that ability to create their website right now. And I like the fact that when I see different listings, plumbers, lawyers, any type of service or product that I need, I'm seeing more than just a name.
Yes.
I'm actually getting to see their website cover page, a little bit more in detail what they do, who's part of that staff, whatever they decide to put on there. And it intrigues me more than that. I'm like, you know what? Let me click and go to their website and see how I can acquire their services or their products from them. That right there, I think, is the go-getter. I think that is the key. I think that is what's going to put you over the top from everyone else who is doing this, because I've seen a lot of digital websites where they're tracking people, but it's normally just a name. Yes. It's just a name of the company and who the owner is or who the CEO is, and that's it. But you're offering a lot more than that. They have a chance to put graphics up. You know, they have a chance to put their logos up there, like this, and say a few things about the company, which I think is marvelous. That is marvelous.
We wanted to do that to give people a chance to have an experience and a relationship with that company. In our current age, you're bombarded by advertisements. Right. The current consumer wants to get to know a company before they commit.
Right.
Can I learn a little bit about you? And this will be an opportunity for them to learn, to experience you. You'll be able to upload information, brochures, flyers, do a lot more. We're going to have even more things through the end of the year where you can connect with that customer.
Outstanding. Well, let's just see if we can learn a little bit about our producer and her electronic technical skills, and to see if she's got this ready for the share. Like this, producer, are we ready to share that? Is it ready? So that's the website right there. That is the website right there. I love the look. I love the Huntsville background. That is music. Do you want to direct us to something, any particular thing you want to take us to?
Most certainly. If you scroll back up to the top, at the top, you'll see where you can search for a company. So if you know the company, you can type in C&I, and it comes up.
My golly, you see that one? You see that C&I Solutions pop up there just right off the top? All she said was C&I, and there it is. And take a look, folks. Take a look at what you're able to do. If you saw that, you would think this was my actual website. I love this. I love the fact that you're able to do things like this. With this, man, I tell you what, I'm going to make sure I put this to all of my entrepreneurs who come through. They need to be part of this. Mm-hmm. They need to be a part of this and help supporting this. I love this. I love this. Thank you, Akaya. Hey, folks, those out there who are in business, if you know someone in business, you need to make sure that they're being part of this. Rocket City Black Pages is the place to be. Like this, and I can't think of anything better than what this is going on right now, because I've got entrepreneurs who come through our course. We talk to them about websites. Oh, Charles, I hadn't got that started yet. You know, like this. But this right here is giving them that jump. Yes, jump start. This is giving them that jump, and that is awesome. That is awesome. I love this. I'm telling you, I love this.
Thank you.
You know what? So you're going to expand. Are you in this alone? Is it just you? Is there a staff? Or are you doing this all by yourself?
Right now, it's just me with great help from my son, who helps me with a lot of things that I don't understand how to do. We are starting small so that we can build a good foundation. And then as we grow and the director grows, we'll be adding staff. Because we really do expect, based on just the response, that we will need to start adding staff probably next year.
I tell you what, I like the fact that you said we're starting small. That is the key, to always start small, because then you can start to scale your business as you have everything coming in for you. I love that fact. You're not trying to bite off more than what you can chew. Yes. You're not trying to make this a huge conglomerate right off the bat. You're starting small, bringing in the customers, bringing in these Black businesses, these owners who need this, who's being able to participate in this. I think this is wonderful. How can viewers, how can people help promote this?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked.
All right.
Just by sharing that information with every business owner that you know, every organization. we're not only going to have an area for the businesses, we will have areas for faith-based organizations, because there are a lot of churches that do tremendous
Yes,
things in the
yes.
community, and people need to know about that. Organizations like CNI that do things in the community, there'll be places where you can add to our calendar. Where
What?
anybody says that, oh, there's nothing to do, oh, we'll have things for you to do.
What?
So if your business is doing something in the community, or just, having some type of marketing event, and I'm going to tell you later about a special thing that we're going to be doing for Black Friday, that'll be done through the website.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that, because so often you hear that people say, "Oh, there's nothing to do here. What can we do?" So now people like my producer and other young men and women out there in the Huntsville area, all they got to do is go to Rocket City Black Pages, and they can see what's happening, what's going on, especially in your community. In your community. I love that idea. I love that, because I just updated my website with some events that we're going to be having. And I love the fact that you're going to be able to do that on your website. That is awesome. Man, that is awesome. Again, folks, please like, share, comment on this. Please give this information to other entrepreneurs that you know of who can use this information, because this is awesome. This is great. This is great. If we have people, I know of business owners in other states, and I'm telling you, they would love this.
Yes.
They would love this. What can they do to link up with you to get this in their community?
Just a contact through rcxteam.com
Okay.
At Rocket City Black Pages. Just send me information, because again, we're gonna move slowly, but we want to build those relationships early.
Right.
So we can go ahead and make those connections. That'll give me a chance to learn about the community, what you're really looking for, because what happens in another community may not look like Rocket City.
Right.
Because it needs to be tailored to that city, that culture, those organizations that's going to be a best fit for them. And that's what we're looking at, is making sure that we want to have a good platform and foundation, but then we want to be able to customize it so that it fits that community's needs.
Right. I tell you what, Susie, I don't know, maybe been a month or 2 months since I signed up, and I really hadn't looked at it. But when I just saw my producer pull that up again, I was shocked. I'm like, man, that does look good.
You guys did a great job.
That does look good. I love that. I really love that look. And I tell you what we're going to do is we're going to continue to promote this. We're going to promote it at every event that we do. Every chance that I get, I'm going to bring this up. And I'm going to make sure that our fellow business owners and entrepreneurs out there know about you, so that we can have this place to go to find all this. Because you know how many times I've gotten calls saying, "Charles, do you know of a good plumber?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't deal with plumbers like that. Why would I know a good plumber? Not like this. But with your business, with the Rocket City Black Pages, they can go there now. Like this, and they can type in plumbers and find these people like, oh, okay, I know this person, or I like the way they're doing business. I like the way their website's looking, or how they set it up on your page. I like the way that's looking. And I think that is awesome. I really do, because I do get a lot of calls, because we are a nonprofit, and a lot of people think if you're a nonprofit, you know every and anybody in the town. Well, just because I happen to do know every and anybody in the town, that doesn't mean I do know every and anybody in town. So with this right here, where they can go to here, they can go ahead and find that stuff on their own. I love this. I mean, I love the depth out of this. You know what? Folks, those of y'all who got any questions for Miss Susie, if you're looking to try to get this stuff in your area, I know we put her information in the chat. Her website's in the chat. The phone number's in the chat. If you have a question for her right now while she's here live, by all means, please go ahead and let us know. I know I've seen a couple, this is awesomes and this is likes. I love this, things going on out there. But hey, if there's something you need to ask, you want to know more in depth, now's the time to get it, because she's here and she can give it to you. And it looks like we got someone about to ask a question now. If our producer will get that pulled up for us, and we'll see what it says, because I don't know if I can read that from here. Nope, I can't. You're going to have to pull that one up. We're going to get to you, user, as soon as our producer goes ahead and modifies that, and we're going to answer that question that you just put up, all right? I know you said you like traveling from Jacksonville back to Huntsville, grandkids. Is there any plans of just making Huntsville your final destination?
I was born in Florida on purpose
All
because I need a beach.
right.
But I'll probably splitting my time 50-50. That way I have my beach, but then I have the mountains. So I'll be back and forth.
Right. So I'm gonna tell you, one of the great things I like about you, Miss Jackson, and I know as a woman, as a young lady, a lot of women don't like to reveal this. They don't like to talk about this. But as an entrepreneur, seasoned entrepreneur, can you let the folks know how old you are?
Oh, I knew you were going there. I am proud to say that I am 59 years old. I'll be 60 this year.
Folks, so y'all hear that? 59 years old. She's got a thriving business. She's looking good. I love what she's doing. There's no excuse for any of y'all out there. There's none. I love what she was doing. She didn't sit back and say, you know what, I'm not doing that. I'm too old for that. She is still boots on the ground trying to make things happen, not only for her, but for you, because you're the one who's going to benefit from this. All you entrepreneurs, small business owners out there, you guys are going to benefit this the most, because I want to take full advantage of it. As long as she's got this up and running, best believe C&I Solutions is going to take full advantage of that. All right. So one of the questions that we got is, this is such a necessity. I'm tired of spending my money with companies that showcase diversity in writing, but not their actual prices.
Yes.
What do you say to that?
That's why we wanted to make sure we made it reasonable for people to enter in.
Mm-hmm.
Free to enter in, use the website, find out how to get the most out of it. Then as you grow, you can move up to a higher level that'll provide more options, more opportunities for marketing.
Mm-hmm.
We do articles for companies. I've helped produce commercials, done copywriting for radio and TV commercials. We'll have workshops that'll be available. A lot of them will be free. Some of them will be at a cost. But our main thing is to give you a place to start.
Right.
I do a lot of business consulting for small businesses.
Okay.
Whenever I get a new person in, one of the first questions I do in my assessment is, have you done all the free stuff?
Right.
Do
Right.
all the free stuff first. Things with the SBA. SBA has some great programs to help people get ready to be bankable.
Right.
But if you don't know about it, how can you participate? Do all the free stuff first. Take advantage of all of that. Great way to see what you really do need. Once you've done all the free stuff, you can say, I've got this, I got a good handle of this. But this one I'm going to need some help, and that's where you start spending your money.
Man, that is awesome. That is awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. How, in a new technology that we have now, how does this, I shouldn't say compete, but how will AI affect this?
Oh, one of my favorite questions. Thank you so much for bringing that up. I've been tracking a lot of what's going on within artificial intelligence within AI, and also looking at us as a community. That oftentimes a lot of things don't get to our community till later on down the line.
Right, right.
AI is going to be a big sea change for business, for small business owners, for employees, and we have to be very, very careful because it's new, it is different. This is like the invention of the telephone.
Right.
This is going to change things for everyone. People are afraid that, is AI going to take away my job? AI will take away some jobs because they can be systematized. But it's also going to create jobs. And one of the things that I really want to do with this platform is to provide connections to training.
Yes.
Training that we'll be doing, training that's available through C&I, through other organizations,
Yes.
so that you can know what this is, how to use. It's a tool. A hammer is a great tool. You can either build a house or you can break your tool.
Right, right. So it looks like we got another question from the audience. It says, is this just a website or is it a downloadable app?
It is right now just the website. We are looking at making it a downloadable app, but there's a lot that you have to go through with the App Store. For applications, a lot of things that they require. We want to perfect it as a internet base, and then we'll see if it makes sense. And that's another thing we as business owners need to do. Some trends we don't need to do. we need to make sure it's going to make sense for us first.
Right. That was a good question though, because I know a lot of people love apps.
Mhm.
A lot of people like to be able to swipe through. Like
Yes.
here's that. I don't know how many apps I got on my phone. I got like 5 pages that I swipe through because I download everything. If it's appable, it's me. I'm downloading, and that does make a lot of sense. And now that I read that question, I'm thinking about it to myself. You know what? That makes sense, because I would probably say the next time someone says, "Hey Charles, do you know of a good plumber or electrician?" I'm gonna pick up my phone, go to that app, and then type it in. Like, yeah, there's one right there. So that does make sense. So I hope that it does make sense in the future for you guys to actually make that a downloadable app. Hey, if whoever asked that question, that was an excellent question.
Excellent question.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Oh, let me add some information
Yes.
about that. Even though we're not an app, it is customized to look good on your cell phone.
Okay.
So you'll still be able to, all of the functionality will still be there. Being able to search, being able to get information will still be there. It just won't be in app form.
All right. Good deal. Good deal. So moving towards the future, are you looking for more support? Are you looking for somebody to come collaborate with you, to work with you, to even work for you, perhaps? Is there something like that in the future for you?
Yes, collaboration everywhere.
Okay.
And thank you so much for connecting me with so many great people in the city. Someone connected me to you, and that is what we've got to do. We've got to
Right.
network. Great amount of synergy in the city. I am so impressed with the amount of growth that's happening here, and then actually growth for the long term. Huntsville will actually escape some things that may be happening in our
Right.
general economy over the next, let's say, 24 months. But want to make sure, I want to be part of making sure that the African American community gets their share of the pie.
No, that's
And where
right.
there's not a pie, we need to bake one.
Oh, hey, now that's deep. That's deep. If there's not a pie, we need to bake one. I like that. I like that. If there's not a pie, we need to bake one. Because not a lot of people don't think about it like that. We don't think of it that way. We just think about if it's there, we want to take a slice. No one's thinking about, well, we don't see none. Let's bake one so we can take a slice. I love that. I love that. Viewers, those who are watching, again, please like and share and comment on this Facebook Live. If you got any questions for Ms. Jackson, please put it in the chat. We do have another question that came up. It says, is there a website that lists all of U.S. Black pages in different states or cities?
I have not seen one. That would be great to find out if there is such a thing. If anybody finds out, please let me know.
Yeah.
But I've been looking at, so far I haven't seen a central directory. Now, just like the Black Expos, there is no central one. There are different ones in different cities. Like Indianapolis has the oldest. There will be 52 years continuous this year. The one in Jacksonville, Florida, other cities have them, but there's not a connection.
Right.
And this is one of the things that I think we can do with Rocket City, because all of those can list on our directory.
Right.
Because we've got family in other places. We want them to get information. People travel here. I think this is a great platform for starting to connect this for us.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, folks, again, if you haven't looked it up, if you haven't looked at it, please take a look at her page, and by all means, if you know a business, sign it up. Sign it up. Oh, okay. That is our Rocket Round questions brought to us by TNR Web. I got some spectacular questions here from Ms. Jackson. So, Ms. Jackson, question number 1.
I'm ready.
Tell me a book that influenced you the most or was beneficial to you.
Many, but one that stands out because I read it at least twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's called The Game of Life and How to Play It.
Okay.
It's by Florence Scovel Shinn. She was a positivity writer back in the early part of the last century.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of people know about her and a lot of people don't. But within The Game of Life, she talks about it being a game. And for me, it really helped when I first found that, to take some of the stress of everything that we do. We're business owners, we're parents, we're spouses. If we sometimes can look at it as a game, as a big chessboard.
Right.
And we've just got to learn how to position ourselves and how to move around, and then not take it too seriously.
No, yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, I like that. I like that. The Game of Life. Tell me the most positive advice that you've had.
My favorite one is actually from a movie. It's the story of the trial of those persons that were responsible for the death of Medgar Evers.
Mm-hmm.
And Whoopi Goldberg played his wife, and they were sitting through the trial. The trial ended. I think Matthew McConaughey was the lawyer, and they withdraw for the jury to deliberate. And she's just calm and serene. And McConaughey is like, "How can you be so calm?" And she said, "Well, Medgar told me something once, that half the people that have hurt your feelings don't know they've hurt your feelings, and the other half don't care."
Mm.
And that changed how I looked at things from negotiating deals. If we can't get to an answer, half of those people, there's something that we haven't done. We haven't
Right.
connected. We haven't gotten all the information. So let's keep working. The other half, they don't want to get to a solution or an answer.
Right.
And I can walk away.
Walk away. I love that. I love that. What is the most important tool in your inventory that you cannot live without?
My phone.
Woo-hoo! Not the phone.
My phone. I have, have you ever left the house and realized you left it? And
Yeah.
no matter how far out you were, you turned around and go, yeah. One, because of the technology and access to information.
Right.
I am old enough to have taken a key punch class in high school when those big machines, computers filled the room like this.
Right.
And they have all that power in your hand. And we've got to learn to manage that. We got to learn to help our kids manage that. And those
Right.
will be some of the things we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing some things for young people through the website. We got some great youthpreneurs in this city.
Yes.
We want to showcase
Yes.
them as well, but we've got to make sure that when we put them on the network, that we have some controls in place to make sure that they're safe. So my phone, I think I'm twitching, thinking of not having it.
Awesome. Hey, Miss Jackson, I tell you what, it has been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you so
I've
much.
enjoyed speaking with you. I love what you're doing with these Rocket City Black pages. I think this is going to be a great hit. And like I said, you have a fan in me. I'm going to be your
Thank
biggest
you.
advocate.
Thank
I
you
am
so
going to
much.
promote this because I really think a lot of businesses can use this. Is there anything that you would like to say before we close?
Just to echo that, I just want to get the businesses in. I have a goal of getting to at least 100, 150 businesses before the end of July, because we're going to start really now. We're promoting first to the business owners first,
Mhm.
getting them on board and making sure that all of their information is. Then we'll start promoting to the community August 1.
Okay.
And I want, when people start coming in from the community, I want them to have a great experience. For this to be somewhere they come back to again and again and again. Because with all of our business owners understand, it's about getting that repeat customer.
Right.
Making a great impression on the customer the first time, getting them to come back for services that they need, and then for them to get everybody else they know and say, hey, you got to use these people.
Right.
I had a great experience, and you can find them on the Rocket City Black pages.
Outstanding. Hey, folks, we appreciate all you all for tuning in. If you thought this was spectacular, please tune in next week because we will have an expert here talking about AI and how it is going to affect your everyday life, how it's going to affect your jobs, your tech, your websites, all of that. So if you're afraid of that and you want to know how to harness that power and use it in the right way, by all means, please tune in next week and we'll have all that information for you here. As always, remember, your yesterday is not your today and your today is not your tomorrow. Good night.